So he plays a two-faced politician and gang leader. Yeah, two-faced it for sure. Mr. Otis Duda Perry uh, on Showtime's hit series, The Shy. He has a list of TV and film credits, including Chicago Med, House of Cards, Luke Cage, Narcos. We can go on and on and on. I'll take it back. Even Roxanne. Yeah, no doubt. And many others. Such an impressive acting career and a true testament to faith and perseverance, for sure. We want to welcome star actor, okay, Mr. Curtis Cook. How are you, sir?
Chris, I'm doing very, very well, man. And thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it, dude. I believe.
Well, thank you so much for your time, no doubt. So we are in season 5 of The Shy. Your acting skills are so on point. And playing your part so well, Curtis, how much is in that character? How much of you is in that character, DOUDA?
All of me, every last morsel of me. When I get those scripts, man, I pour every inch of me to the point where I feel like I've just ran 4 miles, and I have to. But the things he do are not me. But his energy and his tenacity and his focus, I would like to think that's because I've given all my time to making sure that this individual is as 3-dimensional as possible.
Absolutely. And you know, and just to give a brief summation, I know it's a nice piece. You know, you went from homelessness to triumph. Take us briefly through that journey of being single black father of 3 at that time, okay, and achieving the level of success that you have.
Yeah. Yeah. That this always messes me up because I was thinking a while back, because when I mentioned it in passing, when I first did this interview and I mentioned it in passing how much fire it caught, right? It's almost traumatic. I mean, it's not almost traumatic, it is traumatic. That time when Curtis, Isis, and Kimani, my oldest 3 children, Curtis is now in his 30s and Isis is in her 30s and Kimani's in her mid-20s. We were living in Yonkers, New York, and we had a dog, and I decided to this is good with Chris because it's hard. You know what I mean? Like every time I think about it, so many things pop back in my head, and I try not to go back to that place. But what initially happened is one day we wake up and it's like a Friday, and I remember the children didn't have to go to school, and so we were just there. And you know, some of those mornings where nobody's really getting dressed, nobody's doing everything, everybody's just kind of lounging around the house, right? Just kind of living. I decided to order Domino's pizza that morning, and that afternoon, and I sent Curtis over to the bodega in the corner to grab like a 2-liter of Sprite or something, some kind of soft drink, right? He runs out, he goes to get it. And then next thing I do, I hear a knock on the door, and I'm thinking, what's wrong with this boy? He probably forgot his key, can't get in. So I'm like, so I'm opening the door like, Curtis, I told you. And then it wasn't Curtis, it was the marshal. And it was the marshal and that landlord. And what the marshal told me at that moment was, you know, you can take as much time as you need. Collect as much stuff as you can, because once you step over this threshold, you cannot come back in until you have a court order and a date, and you can then take all your stuff out.
Wow.
So, like I said, Curtis was at the bodega. Isis and Kimani. Kimani's only like 2 years old, 2 or 3 years old. And Nairobi, my dog, was standing there. If you can only imagine, and we were pajamas. I think Kimani was walking around in a diaper, and this was our early afternoon. And so I'm going around the house, literally grabbing anything and everything I could just kind of touch. It's like, okay, grab this. And then I'm thinking, okay, put some clothes in that bag. Okay, where's that suitcase? If you can just imagine how that day was, it was like a whirlwind, man. Everything was going around my mind. Yeah, the beauty of all of this is that we made it through. All of us
That's
made
right.
it through. We got to the other side of that. I never stopped acting because of that. They had to go in the dole for a while. I had to get food stamps for a minute. Um, that was not easy at all. Um, but as a testament to what my parents taught me and who they are to me, I knew that I would be okay, even in the midst of all of that. And I remember telling Curtis one time is that, you know what, don't ever let anybody make you feel less than who and what you are. Ah, because it's a
Yep.
lot. And so we made it through. We made it through there. And they're amazing people. And I think a lot of the reason why I made it through is because I had them to look after, and they helped me up and they helped me push through to the other side.
Which Curtis, what do you do for relaxation? What do you enjoy doing, on your downtime itself?
Right. So, like I told you, I have 5 children, right? Because so
There is no downtime.
no, I do have downtime. The last two are 18 years old and they're about to get out of the house, so that's a beautiful time too.
Right.
I just picked up golf. I just picked up golf. I'm
Awesome.
like 4.5 weeks in, so that tells you how good I am.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
but I'm like an exercise dude. I love to exercise. I box, and I like
Awesome.
doing exercises and stuff like that. And then I just read, man, and I study all the time. It's like people are like, "Do you ever stop acting? Do you ever stop looking and learning about acting?" I'm like, "No, I don't." And they're like, "Okay, I'm not talking to you no more." It's like, okay. So I got about 2 friends, Chris. I got about 2 friends, including my wife. I count my wife as one of those friends. Oh. And I just got a new dog as well. We just got a new dog, a Doberman. His
Man.
name's Bolo, and he's 4 months, and he weighs 53 pounds.
Wow, it's wonderful. Definitely, you got to have that furry family member as well.
Yeah.
That's very much important. So, season five, I understand Jason Weaver's back now in season five as well too. Hannah and the whole team. How do you enjoy working with the entire team of the Shy?
Man, when I tell you this is a family and it's beautiful and the camaraderie that we have is amazing. It's amazing. Like you said, I've been in a lot of shows. I've been very fortunate to be around a lot of cast and a lot of group people from Broadway to major movies. And I would have to say that this is one of the most close knit cast and family feeling like cast that I've been in a very long time. So I appreciate it, man. We got hit hard a couple of seasons back when COVID came in, and we were like, "Oh, we can't even go and talk to each other. Are you kidding me? What? What? Ah!" So,
That
but
slowed everybody down, I tell you.
slowing everybody down,
The
right?
whole
But
pandemic.
and all that, just shut it down. But this past season wasn't like that, and we had an opportunity to see each other a little more and hang out a little more often, and it was beautiful. Yeah, so it's a great feeling, man, and I think it shows once you see what we're able to present to you on your television screens.
Absolutely. Well, we certainly appreciate watching you as well as the rest of the cast on the Shy Band. Continued success to you. Inspiring words for all of those who may want to go into acting
Hmm.
or whatever their aspirations may be.
Do the work. Do the work. Take the time to learn the craft in which you're deciding to go into, and know that I mean it's not going to be easy at times, but the reward is beautiful. It's magnificent, but you have to do the work. You have to be prepared. Um,
Yes.
and so for an actor, I say travel as well. Travel as much as you can, read as much as you can, and experience life.
Yes. And speaking of traveling, first American, okay, to be accepted into Mount View Academy of Theatre Arts in London. Certainly proud of you, man. All the way around, continued success for being a great representation, all right, and a true testament as to what you have done, man. It's an inspiration to us all out there. And I'm a big fan of The Shy, no doubt about that. So I will be watching weekly. The show itself, including episode 4 that last night. I enjoyed that. So we want to make sure everyone checks out The Shy. It is right now streaming on Showtime. All right. Make sure you check your local listings for the Showtime Time of the Shy. We've got star actor Curtis Cook right here on Positive Progression TV. And any last words you'd like to say to all your fans out there?
Man, I don't have no fans, man. I just got folk who love watching TV and they think they know who I am, bro. And I just say thank y'all. Thank I say thank y'all for watching the show, man. Because you know we wouldn't be here if the people weren't responding, man. And I appreciate anybody and everybody who tunes into this show. And hating me, you want to throw stuff at me on the screen if you want. That's cool. But no, it's make believe. And but
You enjoying that new car, right?
what'd you say?
You enjoying that new car, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now so hold on, see now Chris, you trying to call me out real quick on that. So look, man, hold on, man.
See, I got you.
Was a testament to years of hard work. I had not had a new car in a very long time, and this was a time when I was like, you know what? And I got permission from my wife. And
Okay.
I'm gonna
You got to get that first. That's important.
I'm gonna buy it because you know I came from a family that's like you don't buy the year that you're in car. You just don't do it because it's it's not the best investment.
Right.
I've never done it before. I did it, man. And so I'm driving around and I ain't gonna tell nobody what it is because they might see me and they'll be like, oh, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying it a lot.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Okay. Star actor Curtis Cook right here from Showtime's hit series, The Shy. Continued success. Thank you so much for your time.